Hello, everyone. It's evening time here. Ooh, look at the colors. Oh, this is interesting. You can't see my face. uh, I just saw something that said, surely there are things in people's lives that changed them, made an impact for them to change. And I I take quotes. I take when people have to say something out there. I look at that and I take it seriously. And I had to say to this one, wait a minute, how do I take that in my own life? I don't think that I have ever changed. I am exactly the way that God wanted me to be like. What I do know is that there were situations and people that tried to change me for who I was, for who I am, and always will be. So again, isn't it kind of, again, the upside down of something where, no, that's not true. We are who we are, as Yahweh is, I am who I am. And we go through things that try to change that. And if lucky, if we find back to our origin, the origin of ourself, the origin on how we came out of the womb of a mom at that time. Pure, perfect in every way, as we are perfect. Yes. Oh, how about no? We as human beings have, again, we have these expectations and decided that you have to have this and that, you have to have blah blah blah, I don't know what, at the time of birth. Then as time progresses, well, there are these boxes that you have to fit into, and if you don't, then you're considered what? Either mentally challenged. Oh, wait a minute. There's an arm missing. Oh, wait a minute. The heart's not. Oh, wait a minute. But the thing is that when it really comes down to it, at the time of birth, we are perfect as we are. We don't get, as human beings here on earth, we don't get to decide what is perfect and what is not. Anything that is born according to the principles of creation and the principles of love, when it is born, it is perfect. Then, I want to share just this one little story to that, which is, I was called to come and sit, hold a newborn baby. His name was Isaiah. Why would I have to go and sit with a dying newborn? He had, his brain function wasn't, his brain hadn't been developed in the way it was supposed to be. And there wasn't much time for him here on earth. So I went and I walked into the room. Okay, this isn't a laughing matter. Who gets to decide that? I walked into the room and every nurse, every attendant, whoever was holding that baby, that little boy, a few days old, dying. I was there. I didn't even get to hold him. You think I was going to go and fight one of them nurses or the... Oh, no way, Jose. He received so much love in just a few days that he was there. Okay, where the parents... It was very difficult for them. And as we all know, a bond formed, how much more painful that can be. And I think that already knowing that they weren't going to have that time with their child was very difficult for them. We don't get to judge. We don't get to, yeah. Their little baby wasn't perfect. That was a difficult thing to face. So I wondered, why was I there? And I went to one of the nurses. I said, we need to get in contact with the parents. We need to get somehow. And as well, they're not. They have kind of given up and they just decided. I said, well, whatever they have decided, this isn't... We've got to do better than that. So let's try and contact them again. It's always nice when someone kind of feels the same way as you do. Okay, got to do something here. And this nurse, she was able to get a hold of, and the mother and the grandmother, and they said, we're coming. We are coming right now. As if they just had waited for a call, right? After that was all, okay, that's what's going to happen. I said, well, I'm not needed here. I'm going back home. I got work to do at home. And little Isaiah passed away not too long after Mom and Grandma got there. Do certain things in our lives change us? No, they don't. Do certain things that we go through in our lives remind us what we were when we were just born? Beautiful, perfect in every way, and alive and breathing. Even if it means just for a few days. Even if it means just for a few years. More years. I think that everything we go through reminds us of our place of origin. Our origin, the origin of creation, and the origin of love. one doesn't expect to volunteer somewhere where older people, middle-aged people, are there and they pass on this, that, don't have anyone. One doesn't really expect a few days old baby to be in a position like that, do we? Yes? Anyway. Regardless, little Isaiah left his print, his imprint in people's hearts. I didn't even get to hold him. Didn't even get to hold him. That was no way. All these wonderful nurses, they were all over him, this and that, and he was just, oh my gosh, you could tell he was just loving it all. He was just, the warmth, the love, everything was there, and in the end, no doubt, the connection to his family and his ancestors as well. Interesting story. People can think about it however they want to. Things out there don't change who you are when you go through this or that. It's just a reminder on how perfect and beautiful and pure you were born at one time. Yes? Best love and blessings always. We'll talk to you all at another time.